I stopped paying attention to what anybody really said on the internet years ago.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll say something back to them to throw them off.
Right.
And sometimes you realize people just say something nasty to you, so you could just tell them off, and then they'll disappear. They'll quit Twitter. It's hysterical how many people I've told their mothers to suck my dick. And they don't even say nothing. But I really learned a lot. A couple months ago, what video hit 1 billion downloads? It was in November Rain. Remember, they made a big deal about it. November Rain, first video ever on YouTube to hit
Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
November Rain hit 1 billion?
1 billion views or something. And I went on there. I think it was 1 billion. I don't know exactly what the number was. And I went on there, and they still had 150,000 hates.
Right.
Then go to the Beatles' White Album.
Yes.
And go see one of the greatest albums ever put on vinyl and watch the percentage of thumbs down.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I go, I wonder who would give the Beatles' White Album the thumb down.
Yeah.
So you have to start thinking about this whole process of who has the time.
Right.
When somebody writes something or has an article, I really don't have the time.
Right, because you're busy creating. You're doing things.
To write stuff. So you have to think about all those considerations before you let those comments online affect you.
Yeah.
I'm sure people like Sebastian are either off, you really cannot get in fact. I never read the comments on my special.
Right.
I knew that I felt in my heart the job I did wasn't who I was, so I let it go on the plane ride home.
Yeah.
It just didn't go in my favor this time. You know what I'm saying? I rolled the 6 and I rolled the 7, and that's just the way life is sometimes. I just got to, like Sebastian said at the end of his monologue, if you don't win this year, work harder next year.
Right.
Well, it's like you just said, Chappelle had the best special of the year. He doesn't have a website. He doesn't have any social media. None of it. So it shows you what's really important.
Yeah, he's focusing on the craft.
Nothing.
He has no Twitter?
No, he doesn't do any of that stuff. He says his mystique, the Chappelle mystique.
How does he sell out 18 shows? How do people know?
Just fucking word of mouth. It's crazy. He has no social media. He used to call. 4 or 5 years after the Chappelle show went away, Comedy Works in Denver and Punchline in San Francisco. He would just call them up like on a Monday night and be like, "Hey, I want to do Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 show each night," and they would just send it out to their email list or whatever on their stuff, and they would be sold out in minutes. And it's just like, he doesn't do any of that. Nothing. It's amazing.
So no website.
Nothing.
No DaveChappelle.com.
Nope.
He might own it, but there's nothing out there.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, he doesn't do any of that.
Let me double check.
And even if it's out there, it's brand new. Because I checked in the past just because I was amazed too, and I'm like, what? No social media profile?
It says, please come back later.
There's nothing. It's amazing. I stopped looking. I remember a couple years ago with YouTube, something went up. It was this. You did the This Is Not Happening, that story, and they told me to promote it when it went out. So I just wanted to make sure that it was, because I don't generally look at the YouTube anyway, as far as comments, but I just wanted to make sure that before I'm tweeting or whatever, posting that it's actually there, that I'm sending a link to a real video. And first comment that was left was some guy, he said something to the effect of, Dan Cummins is the worst comic of all time. I hate every bit he's ever done. I hate it when I hear him on Pandora, but it's like, and what cracked me up, I started laughing because I'm like, let me get this straight. I'm the comic you fucking hate more than anybody else on earth. And the second a new video of mine comes out, you're like, let me fucking check this out. It's like, you're just an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, your opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just that troll nature. They just want to, it's very, very it's rare that you see a feedback on there where you're like, it's constructive in any way. I think he's given a good effort, but really, I think, he could have maybe just kind of shortened this, and maybe if he actually tried and worked on his timing, it's just never like, fucking sucks, fucking piece of shit. Just dumb, vapid hate.
It's crazy to me that who would raise a child that would be that devious to go out of their way, make up a different email, go to Twitter. Like, I always think about where their life is at.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, if Dan Cummins wants to say, Joey, I saw your last special, I wasn't happy with it. I could go, Dan, guess what? Neither was I. But when I go back to your website and there's, or your Twitter or your Facebook, and there's no picture, and there's a picture of like a Russian girl that you could tell it's not you.
Right.
And you know it's a fake website.
Right. They don't even have the balls to put themselves out there.
I think about them. I think about what their life is like.
Yep.
I think about it's like when I was a fucking junkie and a thief. All the time I put into scamming, if I would have put into something positive,
right,
I could have done something positive. You're doing something that's halfway positive.
Yeah.
You're actually you're figuring something out, but you're figuring it out for the wrong way, like for the wrong thing. If you figured this much out and you use this in a positive way, the answer that you're looking for, would be happy.
Oh my God, I won't say his name. But he's describing the person we've had a problem with. Like there's, like you say, like, oh, what is going on in this person's life? I know a person that I worked with him years ago in a little way. It didn't work out. We worked on a few projects together, and not even like a bad falling out. It's just, like in LA, you work tons of collaborations.
And sometimes people just disappear.
Right, and you put pitches together, and you go, right.
Disappear.
And this guy, it didn't work out. Parted ways. Really don't see him for a long, long time. And then a similar project comes, but it was about me. Basically, it was like he was going to do a project about me. Didn't work out. Some other people want to do a project about the podcasts I've been doing now. So about me, but different. And again, it's my life. Like no one gets the rights to your life in perpetuity for the whole rest of your life. So this guy finds out, not going to work with him again. And it's been 10 years since and I know this person. They're not in a good place. Things haven't worked out for 10 years. They're angry. They're frustrated. You look at their other content. This person in particular mooched off their family, but then shit talked them all the time too. Just an angry person, not getting what they want in the world, but not doing dick about it in a positive way. Just fucking hating. And then now that person's exactly that person who creates fake aliases to threaten and harass me and my wife, like that, and I'm like, and I think of him now when I see other troll comments on the web. I'm like, I know you. This is you. This isn't about me. All the shit you're saying when you're that angry, it's about you. That person is so fucking miserable and unhappy with their life that it would be hard to step back and take, some fucking responsibility and be a man and be like, you know what? I made some fucking terrible choices. I was lazy. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. That takes some balls. That takes some like self-awareness, some painful self-reflection. Much easier to be like, man, everybody's just trying to fuck me over and the world fucking sucks. And everybody who gets ahead, they're a piece of shit because they fucked over other people to do that. So fuck you and fuck that person. Like, so those opinions mean nothing to me because I just think about this one person. I'm like, oh, you're just a version of this dude.
Just one person.
Yep. I'm like, I know you. I know who you are.
And I know that person well because I was that person at one time.
Yeah, I was an angry youth when I was a teenager.
Angry, frustrated. Yeah. There was things I wanted I couldn't get. I couldn't figure out how to get.
Right.
And right away you turn this anger on the fucking world. And it's not the world's fault, bitch.
Right.
What did you do this morning between 8 and 10?
Oh, yeah.
You sat there and watched whatever. The Game is Right. What's the name of that match game? Right. The Price is Right. Were you out looking for a job? Were you writing? Did you do any of these things? No. You wanted to watch The Price is Right.
Yeah.
So now go watch The Price is fucking Right.
Right.
When you wake up at 8 and you really, really in your heart feel that you worked that day.
Yeah.
After a year of doing that, you won't be frustrated.
Right.
If you're frustrated, it's because you're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And if you've been frustrated.
Yeah.
Dan, I got you by 20 years. And it's so weird what you start thinking about in your 50s.
Yeah.
Now you start thinking about the manifestation of feelings that you've had in your life. Like I'm writing a book. I'm trying to write a book. And
I'll be buying it.
The manifestation, you start understanding the manifestations that you went through from certain ages. It's fucking scary. And you don't feel like they're part of your life. You feel like they were part of another life.
Yeah.
You feel like there was a deja vu. You feel all these things. You feel guilt. You feel all these feelings because you see the manifestations of things. My dad died when I was 3. There was an insecurity, and then the immigrant thing. That turned into a different insecurity manifestation in New York. Can't speak English. Oh, yeah, hello, look at Spick Boy, and then I got wheels in Jersey, and I started going, but those feelings were still there. And then your mother dies, and
right.
You're a Catholic, and you really, really believe in God, and you really believe in the Holy Ghost, and you really believe, and you've tried to do everything right until that age, and now you question God, and now you're fucking killing cats. You're running over pigeons. You know, you see a mouse, you step on it. There's a certain anger you get. And then, like, I look at my life, and it went from sorrow to became anger to became fury.
Yeah.
Fury's when there's a homeless guy on the corner, and you just run up to him and kick him in the fucking head for no reason while he's sleeping. Not that I kicked the homeless guy in the head. I'm just saying, I know what it's like to see somebody and go, I want to just stab that person.
Right.
They didn't do anything to you, and we see it every day in the news.
Yeah.
Somebody gets killed, but that's somebody that's somebody that manifestation went to fury. Then I got happy. Then I went to prison. And actually going to prison kind of made me happy because it slowed everything down. It let me process all those manifestations. Then I went out into the real world and got married. Then I got divorced. Then I lost a child. And now you're angry again. Then I had comedy. So the anger manifested. It would manifest for 23 hours, except for the 1 hour a day I did comedy. I would be happy because it would, you know. So you start looking at the manifestations of your feelings and how you just go. So when I see these people that write a negative comment or fuck you in your podcast, you know what, man? There's 1,000 things I don't like. There's 1,000 things I don't like, but I don't have the balls to go on Twitter and go, hey, I don't like your podcast. I just don't have the balls. I know that person's trying very hard. I know that whatever.
You
just keep your opinion to yourself. You don't like it, turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn it off.